This is the Sports Den with Denny Thompson and James Coleman on 1010XL.
I feel like if we just continued the conversations we were just having, it'd be a fantastic show.
JJ fills us in on.
Well, I'm just not
how people
shocked that
die.
you haven't seen the movie Seven about the 7 deadly sins. He kills somebody in every way that there's a 7 deadly sins. So like sloth, lust, envy, and whatever the other ones are.
Isn't jealousy one of them or something? I'm out.
Envy.
Yeah, envy. That's right.
DJ Envy here.
We got 3 of them. There's 4 left.
Urban knows them.
No, those are the commandments.
No, but I'm saying, but he knows about the 7 deadly sins. See, that's how he figures out if a guy's worthy of coming on his roster. Remember why he's saying he has to see you? Mm. He has to talk you. He has to know if you know what your football knowledge is.
That's why he was so upset about this COVID thing with the NFL. I can't meet free agents.
He has to know.
I'm confused about that, though, because then today I saw I don't remember who it was. I saw a headline talking about, or an article talking about people going to visit teams. So I don't understand. I don't know. We need to do some research into that. By we, I mean Rain Man.
Well, I heard that.
I'm surprised you don't already know it.
I know the draft picks definitely aren't meeting teams. It's still via Zoom because Tony from Florida is meeting with the Jags.
I wonder if that's what it was. But I saw I wonder, he could have just been a trip. I was going to say, I saw on Mac Jones' Instagram today that he was on a plane to Indianapolis.
Are they still doing aren't they still doing some of the, a little bit of the combine stuff?
Yeah, there's supposed to be
medical
some
stuff.
Yeah,
I didn't think about
draft
that.
stuff at the combine or at the Indy thing this week.
Yeah, I didn't think about that. I mean, heck, you may be having a 3rd pro day for all I know.
Might as well.
It looks like Ohio State's, maybe they just didn't document it, but everybody, like a lot of local, why can't I think of his name? Sean Wade.
Sean
did the pro day today, I guess, or is doing that pro day whenever it is. Next week.
Cody already texted us, said, don't forget that this is the Sports Den presented by ABC. Yeah, everybody knows. Like, if you're listening right at 8 o'clock, everybody knows.
I want to say shout out to them.
To Cody?
Well, yeah, Cody too.
Oh,
shout out to Cody. He's been real good, real consistent. Consistency should get you shouted out.
He'll text us about 40 times, and a solid like 5 or 6 are good texts. That's a good ratio. Yeah. Shout out to ABC though.
Yeah. This weekend is FSU's spring game.
Oh, that's right.
Which
in the rain, right?
Yeah. Which they're taking. It seems like the recruits don't care. They're taking advantage of it. They're the only show in town. Everybody's showing up or has said they're coming. And ABC made sure they do what they've done annually outside of the COVID year, which doesn't count. They are sponsoring the big game tailgate. Them and thehumidor.com. Make sure you go to thehumidor.com, type in sportsden at checkout for 20% off. Big shout out to my man Blake, aka Bryson DeChambeau, who's stinking it up at the Masters. But he bought a box, and you know what happens when you get the 20% off when you spend a certain amount?
Free shipping.
Free shipping.
There you go.
I don't know what the number is, but he got free shipping with his 20% off.
Let's just call it 100.
Okay, sure. Yeah, you spend $100, you'll get
you may get free shipping.
Yeah, you get free shipping.
Yeah.
If you don't, just let us know, and we'll probably won't do anything.
We'll do nothing about it.
But,
absolutely, I'm not giving you money for.
But at least we know it won't be one. We know it's not $100.
Right. Oh, this is also. Oh, you know what, JJ? We should do the marriage segment because Trevor Lawrence is getting married this weekend.
Who, by the way, is in Augusta, hanging out with none other than Patrick Mahomes.
Yeah, Patrick wants to be around him.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, Patrick's like, I want to just be in your presence.
Trevor. He ain't hanging out with.
He's not hanging out with Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes is hanging out with him.
He ain't hanging out with Mac.
Damn.
Not just Mac, but I mean, Mac's still working. Mac's still working hard, though. That's the reason why Mac can't hang out.
I like how you say it yourself.
Trevor does have the life for a draft pick. Like, he did his pro day a couple weeks after the season and has just chilled.
Do you think that Gibby got married or got engaged just because Trevor got engaged? Is that what you were trying to say?
No, I was just saying that you were saying that we should do like a marriage advice segment.
That was the plan.
Right. And I wasn't really willing to do it for Gibby, but for Trevor, I will.
Okay.
I didn't realize that was this weekend.
Oh,
That-
his
Oh,
wedding
Trevor's
is
getting
this
married
weekend.
this weekend.
Yeah, Trevor's getting married this weekend, and I guess is I mean, not right now. We don't have time because we got to stay on time, right?
Yes.
yeah.
We have Masters updates this first hour, not this next break.
Are the Masters updates just going to say Bryson sucks?
That's in there. Trust
Okay.
me.
Okay.
Good. Because I needed to say it just like that. Spell it to the people playing.
So you guys were not able to take in any of the first day. That's what I'm assuming because we did have pictures earlier.
So I had
We should
planned.
discuss.
Yes, I had planned. It was a weird day. I don't like meetings. James knows that.
Mhm.
Hate meetings. James does too. So it works out well. But I had meetings today. And so then all of a sudden, somebody in this room had made an appointment for us to do our pictures at 3:00, which I was unaware of until Graham told me.
Well, if you were in the group chat,
Yeah.
which you are,
I
you
don't
would
read
see
it.
someone say, "Denny, is that cool?" Question mark? Question mark? No response.
Anyway, that was my viewing window. And then we came in here and it took us longer because our pictures absolutely sucked.
No, it took longer because you guys could not be happy with any damn picture. In one picture, James looked like he was, I don't even, like he was
Flexed
a
up.
bouncer. And then in the other picture, Denny didn't like how he looked and vice versa. It was like, oh my, I got to get the hell out of here. So I
My
don't even know
pictures
how
suck,
long you guys were still in there. I eventually left.
Oh, that's right. He did leave
Yeah, he
before.
did. JJ was like, I'm done. I've done my commitment.
To JJ's credit, when we took the pictures, Graham was like, "Y'all want to see him?" JJ's like, "Nah." He was ready to just walk out.
Mhm.
Well, I was told to wear 1010XL attire. And
You
I
did.
have
Throwback.
I have
How long
lots
have
of
you worked
white
here?
shirts. Yeah, exactly.
That's what I'm
No,
like,
that was used when he got here.
Yeah,
okay.
that's like a 30-year-old shirt.
That was like Hack's original shirt.
So I have a lot of white shirts that say 1010. He's like, no, the background's white. Wear something else. So I had this sleeveless vest and I'm like, I'm not gonna wear that.
Which I did.
Yes. And then I also had a shirt from when I was an intern that's black and it's really nice, but it says Bus Bunch. And I'm like, I'm not going to wear a Bus Bunch shirt.
Wait a
I'm not
minute,
part
man,
of the
I
Bus
wish
Bunch.
Was that
you
when we
anymore.
were a part of another? Like we had another part,
That's
another
what-
company attached to the
No,
radio
they used to take
station?
the bus to like the
No,
Jag
I
games
got
and
you.
stuff.
I'm
You took
missing-
the
what I'm
bus to
think-
Tallahassee.
What I'm thinking about, they rode a bus too.
Mm.
Like so, like
So-
I just. Didn't
I'm
So
not
know
how'd
what
you
we
get
were
to the
doing.
shirt that you got?
That was the very last shirt. And listeners, I'm sure they're going to post these online because they were very adamant about us getting these pictures this week. So when you see, you'll know.
We're gonna post them when we get them.
Mhm.
I was wearing a shirt from 1975.
It legit
looks
looked like
terrible.
JJ went to the thrift store.
Mhm.
It was like, you know what, this one kind of fits.
The cool thing though is that it's not
And it
quite
didn't
like
fit.
that because it was black. It was black in theory, but they are doing like the ash black.
It used to be black.
Yeah, it used to be like you know, like now they're making the shirts like it's kind of like gray, but it's like in between gray and black is a really dark gray.
Yep.
And that's almost what it looked like JJ was going for.
It was actually kind of stylish.
Yeah.
You're ahead of the times.
Hipster.
hipster JJ.
JJ, for those of you that don't know, JJ is very in tune with style. He's very concerned
Incorrect.
about his dress code every night. Always dressed to the nines.
I look like a homeless man 99% of the time.
Unless it's the daytime show, and then you get dressed up for them.
Not
Everybody-
even, not
the
even.
Daytime gets treated so much better.
And there's some nights he walks in here without a shirt on. Just bump it.
I'm just
Gladly.
glad my hair is down and my day did get ruined because I was supposed to get a retwist and a tape. My barber is on some island right now, taking pictures
In
of
Mexico, right?
I guess. And then
That's not an island, but
yeah, whatever. It's water.
Same
He's somewhere
difference.
where the water is blue.
He's on a beach.
And my loctician, aka hairstylist, decided that instead of me booking an appointment for today at 10, she's just gonna make it next week at 10.
That was nice of her.
So I'm like, I'm not driving back out to the west side. I got stuff to do. And
Well, you look good. You look good in the
but I
field.
was glad my hair was down because the shirt that I gotta get back down a couple more
Oh,
pounds.
you're
and
worried
my,
about the nipples.
and my nips were out.
Yeah.
And
moral of the story is no Masters was watched by these guys
Yeah.
today.
I wish we would have wore masks because now we're going to be giving people a false image of what the station is about.
And speaking of hard nipples, you guys look out for the Matt Hayes photos coming out.
Yes.
Soon.
Yes. Well, those will be on the OnlyFans account.
That's gonna get their female listenership up though. Matt's gonna have them all. DM's gonna be popping, not just with college coaches.
We got to take a break. When we come back, we will get into.
Jesus, we didn't say anything.
we will get into some football stuff. Andy Reid did something that made me a fan of his. I don't know if you guys saw that.
Nope.
Emergency hearings for Deshaun Watson tomorrow. Yeah, we'll get into all that coming up next.
Dan Hickey.
Doggone it, I'm one of the most beloved grassroots folk heroes of America.
Mornings.
Little kids love me, parents love me, everybody loves me. Now you come on out here and love me or I'm going to kick your little...
On 1010XL.
I'm telling you, people love me.
Tired of the same chain lunch spots? Hi, it's Arena with Halas, where we have served Jacksonville since 1974 with fresh eats from the Mideast and Mediterranean. We have the remedy to your lunchtime blues. Shawarma, kibbe, grape leaves, and our famous pita riders offer a healthy take on lunch. Be sure to stop by our market where you can find groceries from all over the world and the best pita in town, baked right here in-house. When life hands you chickpeas, make hummus. Come see us at Halas at 4323 University Boulevard South.
I'm Nathan. My job gave me a lot. It gave me an income to support my family. It gave me purpose and pride. But the secondhand smoke there triggered my severe asthma attacks, infections, and lung damage. And I never smoked. It was so bad that my doctor told me I shouldn't work there anymore. I had to quit my job. But the damage was done. Now I'm so sick, I can't do much of anything I used to love to do. I don't referee youth basketball anymore. I don't run or lift weights. It's too much for my body to take. Instead, I'm taking breathing treatments or oxygen. I guess you could say my job gave me a lot. So let me give you a tip. Don't let people tell you that working around secondhand smoke is safe.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
This is your Mad Dad's Update with Chapter President Donald Ford. Hello, Jacksonville. We're well on our way to being the murder capital of Florida, per capita population again. With a triple murder, a double murder, and a shootout with JSO like it was OK Corral or John Dillinger Day. When the shootout occurred, it was broad open daylight and spring break, and the community was put at risk. The bullets could have hit children or anyone else. The sad part about this is that we as a community are acting like it is business as usual. We've got to realize that as long as we let them do it, they're going to do it. We've got to wake up, stand up, and speak up if we want a crime-free community. Hit me on Facebook and tell me what you think. For information about Mad Dad, go to Mad Dad Jacksonville Chapter Facebook or MadDadJacksonville.com.
You know Diamonds Direct always has the best selection of precious diamonds. But right now, in the aftermath of 2020's challenges, it's better than ever before. With all the disruptions last year, Diamonds Direct stayed strong and aggressive, working with diamond cutters around the world, finding exceptional values and taking advantage of unique opportunities. The result? A spectacular selection of new, rare, precious diamonds, all shapes, all sizes, from a half carat to 20 carats, and all certified by the GIA, and offered at prices you never thought possible. So make plans now to visit our showroom and see for yourself this expanded selection. Let our expert associates show you multiple choices in the size and shape diamond you're interested in, so you can make the most informed decision with zero pressure. And take comfort in the fact that at Diamonds Direct, whatever happens in the world, we never let anything stop us from our mission to get you the diamond of your dreams. Diamonds Direct, off Town Center Parkway, next to the Hyatt.
The Drill takes you inside the ropes with PGA Tour insiders on Brunch with the Tour.
Yeah, that's a good spot to be.
Tuesday morning at 8:30.
All we need to do is develop the rest of your game.
Brought to you by
Clearwater Irrigation on 1010XL.
The reload has begun, and the time for talk is over.
When you grab a seat in this beautiful stadium, you're going to see a team play really fast.
I want a team that plays fearless.
Visit Jaguars.com to renew your season tickets and join head coach Urban Meyer for a new era of Jaguars football. Already a season ticket member? Renew your tickets by April 9th and guarantee your seat selection. We'll see you at the bank.
Looking for a new or used firearm? No lines at Beach's Jewelry and Pawn in Jacksonville Beach. New firearms coming in weekly and always looking for new guns. No wait, and you work with the owner himself. Online at beachesjewelryandpawn.com.
Leon Searcy here. Want to win a signed copy of my book, Fourth Down the Dam? Join me in the XL Primetime Boys Tuesday, April 13th, as we broadcast live at the Coastal Equipment Open House in McClendon. Food, fun, and lots of Kubota equipment to check out. Kubota, baby.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
So if you're an NFL head coach, like it's hard to recruit free agents if you're not the one offering the contract, right?
Mm-hmm.
If you think about, we talked about this with Coach Meyer.
Dr. Meyer.
He's used to guys coming into campus and, having other players show him a good time, and
he's already made the offer for him.
Right. Wining and dining them. Yeah, all that kind of stuff. Now, he's got to go through Ben or Trent Baalke. Funny story about Ben Baalke, actually.
You met him?
No, I didn't. But there's apparently someone here at the station named Ben Baalke, like someone affiliated.
Wait, that works here?
No.
Yeah, he told me.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that's the guy that I'm referring to.
I'm confused.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Because I've worked here for a long time.
No, he doesn't work.
Yeah. Associated.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to come up with another name, is what I'm saying, unless he's okay with it.
No, we're not coming.
Okay,
Ben.
No.
All right. Anyway, so Irv's got to wait for Ben to make that official offer, however that goes, or Tony Khan or whatever.
We've already been through this. If I say something to you in a joking manner on this radio show, it sticks, and it means that I don't dislike you. If I dislike you, then
we're not going to talk about you,
or it's going to be a lot different.
Unless you're Andy Reid, and then the way that you recruit. Now, he didn't sign this person, but Juju Smith-Schuster was on Michael Irvin's podcast today and said Andy Reid was recruiting him, and you know how he was doing it?
Oh.
Just sending him pictures of the Lombardi Trophy.
Nice.
That's solid.
You're bearing the lead. Michael Irvin has a podcast.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to listen to it.
I'm about to go find every clip I can.
Can we just play that the second hour?
The women don't know what they're doing anymore. They're not hanging out with their moms. They're losing the recipes. If he's not doing that, he's not being misogynist. I don't want to hear it.
What is this? It says Michael Irvin's podcast via 610 Sports Radio. Is that like?
Oh, it's probably affiliated with the station. Oh yeah, Mark Cuban on.
Well, I mean, I'm sure he can get any guest he would like.
Jay Glazer, Allen Robinson, Jonathan Taylor.
While we're on podcasts, I Am Athlete. It's kind of wearing on me now, though.
No.
Does that happen to you?
The podcast isn't wearing on you. Brandon Marshall is wearing on you.
Is that what it is?
Brandon Marshall is over the top.
I saw that clip of him trying to say that nobody in the NBA has a guaranteed contract, or not everyone in the NBA has a guaranteed contract. And he's like, well, yeah, that's true, but that's sort of being disingenuous because like 99% of any good player in the NBA does.
Well, he's technically not wrong.
There's a list of all the non-guaranteed contracts. There's like, I Googled it. Because when he said it, I was like, wow, I didn't realize only 4 are guaranteed. But when you
that's not true.
When you look at it, they show like a list of all the and there are like second-year players' contracts aren't guaranteed. Some players aren't, but they go through the list of every NBA team that has players with non-guaranteed contract, and it's a grand total of 0. Like where he's right, he's right in an aspect, but he didn't argue the right part of it.
We've talked about it before.
Like they just don't sign
It's not in the CBA. It's not in the CBA.
It's not in the CBA is what he should have said, and then he would have had a better argument. And
because there is players like Kirk Cousins, and I'm sure there's others that I'm forgetting.
Russell Wilson was largely guaranteed.
Yeah, that most, if not all of it, is guaranteed.
How was it explained to me on the NFL side? So rookies, you really don't like. One, the first round picks are good. Second guy, like, listen, you're going to sign what they give you.
Right.
When you renegotiate or restructure, it's a percentage, like 65 to 75% of the contract is guaranteed. Like, that's really what your contract is. They tell you what the number is. The problem is that everybody likes the inflated numbers. If you really just look at it like it's a 5-year, $90 million,
right.
It's a 5-year, $90 million contract. But 5-year, $130 million sounds a lot better on paper.
Right.
So if they would get the Eagles out of the way, then they would realize that, hey, this is what it is.
It's media too, because it gets more clicks. But I guess my whole point with that whole podcast thing was, you know who I think the best person on that podcast is Fred.
Oh yeah.
Like Fred Taylor is. I was thinking about it when I was watching, because I watched the YouTube instead of just listen to it. Like, if you look at the transformation that Fred made from when he was a rookie here to now I know everybody makes that transformation from the time they're 21, 22 to however old he is now. Like, Fred has become like a statesman for the NFL. Like, he is people. I don't think we in Jacksonville realize how big Fred is in the league.
He made the Hall of Fame today.
Which Hall of Fame?
Senior Bowl.
Did he really?
Well, I mean, hey,
start.
Good.
It's a start. But I think he's like one of those guys that, people that played in his era and even people playing now just respect the hell out of.
Mm-hmm. They talk about it on the show. And I think once you get to it, it's that OG status.
Yeah.
And having he's him being a Gator, and then they've had some other guys like Cam Newton, who was a Gator, having some of those guys on there and them telling stories. I guess statute of limitations is up now, but like one of the stories is clearly probably illegal. Like them shooting dice at the Gator Bowl with him. They probably shouldn't do that.
It's probably monopoly money.
Yeah, sure. That's what I'm gonna go with. But I like Fred. I like most of Fred's takes.
What year team was that?
It would have been Cam was only there his freshman year, right?
Oh, Cam.
Cam was there. Was he there 1 or 2 years?
I think he was only there. He had only been there 1 year.
Okay.
Because he went JUCO and then he left a year.
You're right.
He left a year early.
Yeah, you're right.
So that would have been 07.
Somebody just texted us, 912 Texas, and said, "Is Michael Irvin's podcast called Between the White Lines?"
It's not, and that's
Time
a
to
missed
blow.
opportunity. Cocaine.
I do.
Cracking up.
There's part of me that wants to listen to this.
That's a good one.
There's part of me that wants to listen to this, but then there's the bigger part that really doesn't.
I'm not going to.
Yeah.
I don't need to hear him interview Mark Cuban.
Here's why I like
Sorry.
I Am Athlete.
I need to hear him tell stories about him in the 90s.
That's what I was going to get into. That's why I like I Am Athlete. They're telling some stories, and granted, they're all gone. They're not far enough away, but like to hear Channing Crowder talk about why, and now when you listen to what Channing said and what Deshaun's doing, it makes absolutely no sense, because the hotels do have talented young ladies that
concierge
are there.
service.
Yeah, concierge service that are there for you for your discretion, that are willing, and they probably will give you a massage if you ask them to. But to hear him talk about that, to hear some of the things that they speak about, it's cool. I only want to hear guys like if Leon did a podcast, I don't want to hear corporate Leon.
Right.
My favorite, lemon pepper.
Give him some lemon pepper wings and some bottles and some cigars, and I want to hear stories. I want to hear if Michael Irvin doesn't have LT on, Lawrence Taylor.
Are they legally allowed to be in the same room?
Maybe not. But I need to, like, the stories of Lawrence Taylor sending ladies of the night to the best player on opposing teams' hotel room to try to keep him up all night. I need to hear those stories. Like, we know those stories. The adults know. That's not, you're not, if your kid, if somebody comes and says, man, I'm mad at Lawrence Taylor because he's supposed to be a role model for my kid. You're a terrible person.
Who would they have sent to the Jags 2020 team? Like, who is that player?
Robinson, but I think I don't think it would have
James
affected
Robinson?
him. Who else? I mean, everybody else played trash.
They wouldn't have wasted their money.
That would have been like a gift. That might
Hey,
have
take
helped
this
them.
week off, honey. Like we got this one.
Go see your kids.
It reminds me of when when New Orleans was going through
Taven. I feel bad for him.
when New Orleans was going through all their stuff with going through sanctions and because they were putting bounty gate.
Bountygate.
There was a meme that went around.
Kill the head and the body dead?
We're playing the Jags this week. What's the bounty on the quarterback?
Oh.
No. We need him. We need him in. We need him in there to help us win. We don't need him out. The bounty is to keep him alive. If he's alive, at the end of the game, everybody gets $1,000.
Will Taven Smith be on the roster at the start of training camp?
Taven Smith, I'm not sure, but Taven Bryan.
Taven Bryan. I don't know why I said Taven.
I have a weird suspicion that he's going to make it.
I mean, it doesn't do. You're not going to trade him.
Who's going to?
Well, Alu backing out definitely helped him, not the Jags.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't do any good to cut him. He's cheap.
I mean, you got to pay him anyway.
Right, you got to pay him anyway.
Just let him.
I heard he's cool in the locker room.
You heard he's what?
Cool in the locker room.
Really?
No.
Oh.
Apparently, there's somebody on Twitter that lives in the same like condo or apartment complex as him, like a couple doors down. He said he was going to knock on the door, say, "Hey, you got to go do an interview with the sportsden." And I said, "Come on, I got questions."
I would love that.
It'd be awesome,
and I'd be respectful.
Always.
If you're a first round pick, I know it was late first round, but you're making what?
I mean, we can look it up.
Because like apartment complex in Jacksonville, you
probably
could buy
a
a house
condo.
for so cheap. Okay.
It's probably a condo that he owns.
I mean, what's his last name?
Oh, he's making money this year. I mean, he made his contract went bad. 4 years, $10 million.
Good for him.
I'm gonna say this:
if you invest right and everything, you don't have to work again.
I mean, he's from Wyoming. He like buy the state on. What's the GDP?
How much is he?
Couple of horses.
Oh wow, yeah, he's due to make $7.6 million next year.
He ain't making it. They're not doing that. They don't.
Is that his
that
option?
much.
Yeah, because
That's
he's
the
4
option.
years. Yeah.
He's
going into his 4th year.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez.
So 1, 3. So he's like he's 3.2 this year. Well, that's his cap hit. Well, his base is
making
1.8. His base is 1.8, and his signing.
The first year he made almost $6 million. Good for Taven. I bet you Taven's the guy that still has that first dollar too.
Framed.
Yeah.
Or literally hasn't spent it.
Well, you saw the thing about Alvin Kamara.
No.
He hasn't spent a penny of his contract money.
Still on that college money.
He got that much in endorsement.
Yeah.
Oh, good for him.
Yeah. He's got a good agent.
Oh,
good marketing
Speaking of
agent.
money.
Yes, David. Yeah, not a penny. Yeah. Speaking of marketing, we got to take a break. Yeah. We've got to take a break. When we come back, we want to get back into Deshaun. Do we want to just Deshaun update?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay, Deshaun update coming up next.
Now, a Masters update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway.
From the Augusta National Golf Club, Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the Masters. I'm Ted Emmerich. The return of the springtime Masters with a bit of a U.S. Open feel. Low numbers coming at a premium in the first round. Patrick Reed had one of them despite a bogey at 18.
With how firm and fast this place played, and then on top of it with the wind kind of picking up and, it's kind of swirling there early on in the round. Yeah, I mean, I would definitely accept a 200 par round. I mean, I would love to make the putt on the last to get to 3, but still, I felt like I made a lot of quality golf swings. Felt like I was hitting a lot of good putts, and that's the thing about this place. When this place plays this firm and fast, you're going to hit some good golf shots, end up some bad spots. You're going to hit some bad golf shots, end up some okay spots. So it's just one of those things you have to handle it mentally and just kind of move on. And, anytime you can come out and shoot under par around here, especially in the opening round, you definitely have confidence going the rest of the week.
Well, the 2018 Masters champion never lacks confidence. Reed at 2 under is 5 shots off the lead, held by Justin Rose, who is 7 under par. You're listening to coverage of the 2021 Masters on Westwood One.
Oh, come on! 4! There it is.
In golf, the right adjustments can make all the difference. We feel the same way about financial planning. With Fidelity Wealth Management, your dedicated advisor will work with you to create a personalized plan for your full financial picture. And as your needs change, they'll help you make adjustments so you can stay on target. Learn more at fidelity.com/wealth. Investment minimums apply. Fidelity Brokerage Services, LLC.
For the ones finding new ways to ensure the job always gets done. For the ones wearing many hats. For the ones who are hands-on, even from far away. And the ones keeping business moving forward. We are Grainger, offering supplies and solutions for every industry, with 24/7 support and experienced staff at over 250 local branches. Call, clickgrainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
One round down at Augusta National, Justin Rose on top of 7 under 65. The Englishman played the last 11 holes in 9 under par. It's a 4-shot lead for Rose. Brian Harmon and Hideki Matsuyama both at 3 under. Will Zalatoris, Webb Simpson, Christian Bezuidenhout, and Patrick Reed at 2 under. Siwoo Kim, Jason Kokrak, Shane Lowry, Tyrrell Hatton, and Jordan Spieth, the 2015 Masters champion, at 1 under 6 back, and that is it for players at under par. Dustin Johnson, the defending champion, 2 over 74 today. DJ is 9 back. Patrick Cantlay, number 10 in the world, a 7 over 79. That's 14 shots off the pace. Rory McIlroy, a 4 over 76. That's 11 back. Bryson DeChambeau, 4 over as well. From Augusta, I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
The home of Jacksonville University sports.
Catch JU Dolphins men's lacrosse versus Air Force, Saturday at noon on 1010 a.m.
Baloo here for the Baloo Crab House, Maryland style crab house, right here in Jacksonville. They're up. The guidelines remain the same. All right, distances between tables, all employees masked and gloved. Tableware and chairs sanitized after every use. Now, curbside pickup available. Open each and every day except for Monday, 4:30 through 9. For the best, just go to the BlueCrabCrabHouse.com, located on Julington Creek Road.
The Jacksonville Orthopedic Institute is now offering online scheduling for new patient appointments for all of their physicians. Simply schedule your appointment on your cell phone, tablet, or desktop. JOI is the first orthopedic practice in North Florida to offer this feature to patients. To schedule your appointment online, visit joi.net and click on the button at the top of the page. If you'll be using insurance, be sure and have your information handy. JOI, where the pros go.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
Business has changed, but at Ameris Bank, our commitment to partnership remains steady. Local businesses are the heartbeat of our community, and they'll need new tools to operate successfully. Contactless payments, remote deposit, e-commerce platforms, and more. We're here to make sure you have what you need to operate in today's climate. Let's get back to business together. Learn more at amerisbank.com/back-to-business. Ameris Bank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
Call Action Transmission Specialist on Merrill Road. We want to win your business with honest and upfront transmission service. I'm Robin Sidbury, the owner. That's a promise from me. Get traction. Call Action at 744-0755.
I'm Nathan. My job gave me a lot. It gave me an income to support my family. It gave me purpose and pride. But the secondhand smoke there triggered my severe asthma attacks, infections, and lung damage. And I never smoked. It was so bad that my doctor told me I shouldn't work there anymore. I had to quit my job. But the damage was done. Now I'm so sick, I can't do much of anything I used to love to do. I don't referee youth basketball anymore. I don't run or lift weights. It's too much for my body to take. Instead, I'm taking breathing treatments or oxygen. I guess you could say my job gave me a lot. So let me give you a tip. Don't let people tell you that working around secondhand smoke is safe.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
The NFL offseason on 1010XL is brought to you by Tire Outlet.
Welcome to professional football.
Listen for college football pro days analysis from Frank Frangie and Hayes Carlin. Brought to you by
Window World of Northeast Florida.
and Superior Fence and Rail.
Hey folks, Hicken here, and if you're like me, you're doing some major spring cleaning. Zero Res has 3 rooms of carpet cleaning for only $129, or have 2 rooms of tile clean for $129. Or why not do both?
Zero Res.
Captain Kevin Favor here, and do you store your boat or boat trailer separately? I want to tell you about Stack 'em Storage. They store your boat trailer in a secure warehouse out of the elements, and here's the cool thing. Stack 'em Storage will pick up your trailer from you, store it in a secure warehouse, do a 5-point safety inspection, and deliver it back to you where and when you need it. Call Captain Pat at 962-9605. Use promo code FAVOR, that's FAVER, and get your first month's rent free. Visit stackmstorage.com.
Time now for a medical recap. A health and wellness tip from Jaguars head team physician, Dr. Kevin Kaplan.
Quality sleep is an important part to your health. Try not to go to bed hungry or stuffed because discomfort can keep you awake. Also limit nicotine, caffeine, and alcohol close to bedtime. The stimulating effects of nicotine and caffeine can take hours to wear off and certainly can decrease a quality night's sleep. And even though alcohol might make you feel sleepy, it disrupts the most important parts of sleeping later in the night. Stay healthy and get some rest before the big game. Go Jags.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
So let me tell you this. I am pro ketchup. Again, we're just going to continue our conversation. I'm pro ketchup. I like ketchup.
Okay.
I will not, however, use ketchup if I have to open packets. The little packets is too
you
much
feel
work.
like a child.
Yeah, I feel like if you are willing to sit there and open packet after packet after packet, you may have a problem.
You know who does it right?
Who?
With the packets?
Chick-fil-A.
Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
They do that. That's good.
The squirty ones.
Yeah, you can open
you
either
can
way.
open it up though.
Yeah.
And it's and they make it very convenient and easy for you to open.
Yeah.
It's like everything they do. It's just
It's like the packets. If my thumbs are sweaty, I can't really get a good grip, and I don't want to bite that.
And they
man.
like give you like a little bit, and you got next thing you know, you got like 12 of them piled up, and it's taking you 30. Like, no, I don't like ketchup that much. I'm talking to you, McDonald's.
Damn.
Yeah.
And for some reason, their
never
packets always
getting
have like
McDonald's
syrup on them or some crap like that.
It's
Like,
never clean.
no. To catch people up here, I don't know what's on it.
Hacker spent $90 on ketchup.
I wasn't even going to go there,
Oh,
but
sorry.
that's where the conversation started.
That's entirely
text
too much
line,
ketchup.
Lifetime Enclosures text line. I did not know this. Cody texted us and said, since your show is pro Hunter Biden, my bad. So he said, since our show,
His book is coming out.
it's pro Hunter Biden. Did y'all hear Hunter Biden made adult educational film?
I heard that today,
Really?
and I'll be watching.
Who's the co-star?
I don't know.
That's the part.
I'm too scared to look it up on the work computer.
Fair.
You have a phone.
Okay. Give me 2 seconds.
Just so everybody knows. Just
Go
so
to the
everybody
hub.
knows, this is not a political thing for us. If you would just take off your red or your blue glasses for a second and you would really dig into Hunter Biden, at the end of the day, you would be very entertained.
We like Hunter Biden for the same reason we like Playmaker. Like,
Right.
it doesn't matter if you're a Cowboys
For our
fan.
entertainment only.
Doesn't matter if you're a Hurricanes fan. Doesn't matter whatever. It's just his off the field antics are amazing. That he's still alive. Same with Hunter Biden.
Pride, greed, lust, envy, gluttony, wrath, and sloth are the 7 deadly sins.
Dude, the gluttony one, the way he kills the guy with gluttony in the movie 7 is outrageous. He makes a guy eat himself to death.
Cody said, JJ, being that Don't Google it.
Oh, true that.
So I have an iPhone.
I love our
and Google
listeners.
is our de facto.
Right.
So if I technically type in Bing.com,
You're going to Google.
I'm technically Googling Bing.com to go.
Right.
That's wild.
Yeah.
That just blew my mind.
It's like it's Petty Friday. I'm on Pro Football Talk, and it says emergency hearings coming Friday in Deshaun Watson cases. I'm assuming this is just like preliminary stuff, right? Pair of hearings will be held tomorrow on the question of whether the 20 women suing Watson anonymously must disclose their identities. One will happen at 8:45 Eastern, and the other will happen at noon Eastern. His attorney, I don't even know what this word means. OSTENSIBLY. I don't even know what that is.
OSTARINE.
Anyway, he requested, put it that way, the emergency hearings because Watson's deadline for responding to the civil complaints is approaching. So I guess we're getting this thing going. I guess right away. No time to waste. I mean, Houston's got to find out. I mean, they got a quarterback or not? At what point does the NFL get involved in this?
I mean, I guess right now they're just seeing what this guy has to say.
I would say soon.
But yeah, but once they really start getting to like Deshaun's people have given their response and then they go into trial, then Goodell's got their legal team has to break down all of these things and what it's worth. At the very we're gonna see a suspension. But at the very minimum, they're gonna say, listen, Deshaun, you've got to go do something in the community to show that you're like just not psychotic.
Yeah.
Like you gotta go you gotta go get counseling first. And then after you get done with the counseling, they were gonna make you go work with
I'm surprised they haven't done that yet. I'm surprised they haven't already done the whole you gotta go to sex rehab.
Well, that would be admitting fault.
He has to admit that he has a problem first. He hasn't admitted that
like if he's like, hey, I'm gonna go to sex rehab now, then people are like, oh, so he did do that.
Well, he's already admitted that he's had sexual encounters with some of these women. So like he's got to admit that maybe 40, maybe I could have stopped at 25. 40 is a tad bit much. And probably what they're gonna have to ask him, because he obviously hasn't been deposed, and having been deposed, like it is very annoying, especially when like the other lawyer is trying to do their job for their client. Like when I got deposed, I had to understand that I can't punch this guy.
Mm-hmm.
This guy's, though I think he's a turd, but he's doing his job for his client. What he's being.
You would want him back the same way if you hired him.
Yeah. When we get the chance to do that to them, I want my attorney to be just as annoying. But like, the questions that they're gonna have to ask him, like, approximately how many massages have you had? And that number is gonna make him look even worse because
we haven't heard all of them.
We know of 40.
Yeah.
There's probably 100.
Wow. You think?
There's got to be. It's got to be.
Just based on the odds.
Yeah. Right. I'm not. Yeah. I guess I haven't thought about it like that.
18 came out for him. And what was it? Like 21, 22 against. Like, there's got to be another 40. Like, I don't even want to be involved. And the links in which, like, as he really enjoyed this newfound money. Like, one of the girls, he flew her out, put her up in a hotel.
That's wild.
That's a lot.
That's wild, man. I don't envy him at all with what's about to. You know what? I say that, but how much worse can it get for him right now? Like, I mean,
criminal charges.
Well, I know that, but I'm saying like from a PR perspective. Like,
he needs the season more than anybody. He's got to get out here and start balling. And I think the only thing that he's holding hope for right now is that there are no criminal charges. There are no criminal charges right now.
Yeah.
The civil part, I mean,
it is what it is. Yeah.
You only got so much money. It sucks, but hey.
So the 7 deadly sins, his is lust.
Obviously, gluttony typically means food, but doesn't that just also mean over the top?
Well, I mean, that's what I was going to get to.
Gluttony, I think, is very specific to food.
Okay.
Then what exactly what is sloth?
Sloth is like being disgusting, just being
lazy,
yeah,
over the top
exactly.
lazy. He's not a sloth.
So like the guy in the movie Seven was like a drug addict, who like lived in a nasty apartment and like didn't clean up anything, and that's who he killed for that. And he did it in a very brutal way that I don't want to explain over the air.
Can you read that sentence with the word that you were just trying to sound out?
No, I can't because I can't read the word.
No, forget the word. I just want to use context clues to make sure that I have the right word and that Dom gave us the right word.
Hold on. I have to go back. Okay. Attorney Rusty Harden blank requested the emergency hearings. Like he really requested.
Quickly?
I mean, they used a big word for apparently or purportedly. Like maybe they think they're assuming that he
that's
rushed.
what it means?
That's who rushed it. Well, according to Merriam-Webster.
Oh, stated or appearing to be true, but not necessarily so.
Like basically, the attorney. They're saying the attorney is the one who did it. That's what they're assuming.
Oh. Well, why didn't they just say that?
Because people use big words all the time. Make them sound smart.
I can't even pronounce the damn word. If it's preventable. Yeah, see, I knew you were going to do that. That needs to go never mind.
Kubota.
4th down and damn at Kubota. Get it signed.
That's coming up, right?
I believe so. Leon's book. If you would like to get it signed in person, Hobie at Kubota. I don't know the date, the time, or which one, so keep an ear out for that.
The dealership, the Kubota dealership.
Yeah, like the place where you go buy a lawnmower, I'm assuming. Isn't that what they do?
I guess. Somebody texted us
tractors.
And it was, and I saw it about Lane Kiffin talking about Bill Belichick.
Just a couple legends.
I'm gonna tell you what he said, and then I want you to tell me if you believe this, because I kind of thought this was the norm. Kiffin told Pat McAfee that during his many years as a college coach, he hasn't had many NFL coaches call him for his opinions about players, with the exception of Belichick. He says, we get some calls, probably not as much as you'd think. No disrespect, I think a lot of people in the NFL think we've got it figured out. We don't need opinions from college guys. This may sound crazy to you, but that does happen. Remember going to the Raiders and saying on every draft prospect, call their college position coach, ask what they think of what yada yada yada. I did think that. I did think that every NFL coach called the college coach. Didn't you?
Herbs will.
Maybe not the coach. Maybe not the coach.
Somebody from the NFL
team. The scout asked. They're there. At
because you get as high school coaches, you get like the little things of fill out this, asking about the prospect.
It's like, man, like when I was at Florida State, every Monday the scouts were there. And they're breaking down film during the day, and then they're watching our Monday night practice. And they had to have asked, "Hey, what is this guy like?" I know somebody talked to my strength and conditioning coach about me. So yeah, I don't know what that's.
He goes on to talk about Belichick and his knowledge of players. He says he remembers these guys, kind of what you've pointed out about how he gets in there and works them out, even though he knows he's not going to be in a position to draft them. He said the really good ones like him, he's so smart. He says, I remember it was a tight end. He was like, okay, I remember you had Zach Miller 10 years ago with the Raiders or whatever it was. How do you compare his current tight end to Zach Miller?
Mm-hmm.
He's like, that's how smart he is to be able to remember who you had and players you were around and compare them to. That's why he's so great at that.
Belichick hasn't been good at drafting in a long time.
I mean, Kraft called him out about it.
Well, now what they do is they're really good with the free agents part, like because of that, and a really good.
Explain that because of what? Like,
so again, going back to the Bradley Chubb situation. So and this is what was they did an article, they did a whole thing on him. Like he works out guys, he breaks them down, and then they study these guys so that when they're up as free agents, whether they didn't work out with their team or not, they know that the different qualities that they have that they could probably bring them in and they will fit into what the quote unquote Patriot way. And any good director, any good director, any good GM has this knowledge just like what Bill Belichick has. Because remember I told you a conversation I had a couple weeks ago, and the guy said, James Cohen, you played at Florida State fullback. And I'm just like, dude, that was almost 20 years ago.
Yeah.
Or 15 years ago, 15, 16 years ago. So
Dom hooked us up. Ostensibly.
Yeah.
Yeah, he literally like spelled it out for us.
Ostensibly, he could protect his house with his guns, his paintball guns.
Dom said it. So I just recently started talking to a girl, and she called the grocery store the food store.
Yeah,
she's like, "Is this a serial killer?" Nobody calls it that, right?
Yeah. Our advice to you is run.
It's a huge red flag.
All right, we got to take a break. Are we on it with the breaks tonight?
We are.
So are we coming back with 8 o'clock?
We are.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, like, you think we're ahead of the game?
We're still behind.
But because of the Masters update about to happen, we're not ahead of the game.
8 o'clock coming up next.
Now, a Masters update on 1010XL. Brought to you by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway.
From the Augusta National Golf Club, Westwood One Sports presents this special report on the Masters. I'm Ted Emmerich. Patrons back on the course, and those who follow Justin Rose had plenty to cheer for. Rose catapults into the lead this afternoon with a 7 under 65. He was 2 over after 7 holes, but after an eagle at 8 and a birdie at 9, Rose knew a special round was brewing.
From that point on, I kind of was aware that the lead was only 3, and like if I played a decent back 9, it was basically a very good day's work. And then I just got on a great run, and was just trying to stay out of my own way and just kind of get it to the clubhouse and just keep doing what I was doing. And, I putted the ball beautifully today, read the greens unbelievably well. And yeah, if you'd have said to me walking up the 8th hole, I said, no chance. This course is playing a little too tricky for that. But it's a good reminder that you just never know what can happen out there, just to stick with it on the golf course.
Rose made 6 birdies on the second 9. The Englishman chasing his second major. Remember, he won the U.S. Open in 2013, lost to Sergio Garcia here in a playoff 4 years ago. Rose has a 4-shot lead. You're listening to coverage of the 2021 Masters on Westwood One.
What's the difference between an amateur and a professional golfer? It's about 1.5 strokes per hole. Sounds small, but that's a massive leap in skill. Amateur versus pro. Good versus great. What about your business? It's hard to be great if you're still using QuickBooks and amateur business systems. Chances are you're spending more time chasing answers instead of driving growth. It's time to move up to the pros with NetSuite by Oracle. NetSuite gives you visibility and control over your financials, HR, inventory, e-commerce, and more. Everything you need to grow all in one place instantaneously. Join ace companies like Bombas, Lovesac, Spikeball, and over 24,000 of the fastest growing businesses using NetSuite to automate processes and close your books in a fraction of the time. Days, not weeks. With NetSuite, you're on the leaderboard. Let NetSuite show you how they'll benefit your business with a free product tour at netsuite.com/golf. Schedule your free product tour right now at netsuite.com/golf. netsuite.com/golf.
NFL Network, they've got you covered all off-season long. From the 2021 NFL Draft to shows like Good Morning Football and NFL Total Access, NFL Network is here for football. Trevor Lawrence and Patrick Mahomes were among the patrons in attendance today at Augusta National. They saw Justin Rose carve out a 7 under 65. He's 4 shots better than Brian Harmon and Hideki Matsuyama, both at 3 under. Will Zalatoris, Webb Simpson, Christian Bezaden, and Patrick Reed, all at 2 under, 5 back. Jordan Spieth battled to a 1 under 71 after a triple at 9. Spieth is 6 off the lead. Justin Thomas, a 1 over 73. John Rahm, even par 72, 7 back. Brooks Koepka, a 2 over 74. From Augusta, I'm Ted Emmerich, Westwood One Sports.
He's in a shotgun now.
Follow every play, interview, and press conference
When we're balanced, it's hard for the defenses to adjust.
on the home of the Jaguars, 1010XL.
Ask yourself what you will miss more, your children or cigarettes. As long as I can remember, my mother smoked. She died from lung cancer when I was 16. I could not take the chance of continuing smoking and not being here for my daughter. I know how much I needed my mom still, and I didn't realize it until I had lost her.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN-NOW or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
First comes love. Then comes sparkle. And that's where Diamonds Direct comes in. Engagement ring shopping is so easy at Diamonds Direct. Step 1, choose your perfect diamond. At Diamonds Direct, you get access to one of the largest selections of certified diamonds in America, straight from the diamond cutters. Every shape, every size, everyone handpicked for brilliance. Step 2, choose your setting. Something unique, something that fits your style, your personality. Solitaire, halo, 3-stone, pave, channel set. And don't worry if you've seen it on Pinterest, we have it. From all the top designers and bridal jewelry. Step 3, relax. Your Diamonds Direct engagement ring comes with a free lifetime warranty. That's no charge ever for sizing, cleaning, and routine maintenance. And at every step along the way, you'll be treated with respect, with zero pressure, by experts whose only goal is to make you happy. So you'll be all set for step 4, the most important one. Diamonds Direct, your love, our passion. Off Town Center Parkway, next to the Hyatt.
Saving money means even more today with gas prices so much higher now. But if you use the free Get Upside mobile app, you can get up to 25 cents per gallon cash back on every tank. Now with promo code 1010XL, new users can earn an extra 25 cents a gallon, up to 50 cents per gallon on your first tank. But don't just take my word for it. Hear from this guy.
Hey, I'm Matt. I drive a lot, so I fill up about every 3 days. I just searched the Get Upside app for stations with the highest cashback offer, and that's where I stop, take a picture of the receipt, and next day, boom, a little extra money in my account. I just cashed out $46 last month. And I like Get Upside because the company's legit, their reviews are top-notch, and they don't data share or sell any of my personal info. Just sign up on my phone and get cash back for what I'm doing anyway.
Download the free Get Upside mobile app on Apple or Android. Use promo code 1010XL and get an extra 25 cents a gallon on your first fill up. Get Upside, get cash back every time you buy gas.
It's the light at the end of the tunnel LASIK special. This is Joe C. for Dr. Snipper in the Jacksonville Eye Center. Dr. Snipper can't take your mask off, but he can take your glasses off. And boy, now is the time. All 1010XL listeners, listen, 30% off LASIK simply by mentioning my name, Joe C. All you got to do is give him a call, 355-5555. Call Dr. Snipper today and save 30% off LASIK. Dr. Snipper can deliver. Call 355-5555 for the Jacksonville Eye Center.
The reload has begun, and the time for talk is over.
When you grab a seat in this beautiful stadium, you're going to see a team play really fast. I want a team that plays fearless.
Visit Jaguars.com to renew your season tickets and join head coach Urban Meyer for a new era of Jaguars football. Already a season ticket member? Renew your tickets by April 9th and guarantee your seat selection. We'll see you at the bank.
Home of the Jacksonville Jaguars. WJXL AM Jacksonville Beach. WJXL FM Jacksonville Beach.
Are you happy with your current job in the HVAC industry? Weather Engineers employs Jacksonville's best in the industry, and they're looking to expand the family. If you have at least 2 to 3 years experience servicing HVAC systems, you owe it to yourself to work with a company that makes you feel a part of the family. Weather Engineers offers quality benefits, bonuses, and paid time off. Right now, new hire techs will get a sign-on bonus. Go to weatherengineers.com and click on Career Opportunities at the top of the page.
When it comes to settling personal injury claims, there's no substitute for hard work. At Harrell & Harrell, we've recovered over $1 billion for our clients through our commitment to hard work. 904-251-1111.
Offices, Jacksonville.
A king wears a crown, and our #1 draft pick wears a headband. Join XL Primetime this Friday at Famous Quick Lube on Park Avenue to pick up your own Trevor Town headband while supplies last. Plus food, drinks, and auto change specials. Trevor Time is almost here. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000.
You mad, bro?
1010XL, 92.5 FM. Join us in the sports den. Call or text 641-1010.
Open up your heart and let that hang out.
Gotta let it breathe, let it breathe. 8 o'clock brought to you by us each and every night inside the Sports Den. Hit us up on the text line, designed by Lifetime Enclosures, 641-1010. Let us know what you're hating on.
Don't call us.
Don't call us. If you call us, we're not going to let you get through. But if you got something on your heart, open it up. This is the time. Anybody?
I have one.
Oh, wow. Let's get it.
Yeah, I have one. It's actually has to do with the Masters.
Oh. A
I'm gonna
tradition like no other.
Read you a quote today from Sergio Garcia.
Okay.
You ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
Remember, he just played golf.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's what he did. He went out and he played golf. He says, I fought hard, but I feel like I just came out of the ring with Evander Holyfield, like a 12-round match. I need to go home and rest.
And what's your point? It's a tough game.
Evander Holyfield in a 12-round match?
Maybe you meant right now, like Evander right now.
Even then?
Probably just lean on him.
It's golf. It's and I get
but
it.
you have to walk all 18.
He's not even carrying his bags. Well,
good point.
How do you think his
if
caddy
his
felt?
caddy said that, I would be like, okay.
I mean, he shot 75.
I had to wear this dumb white outfit.
And he's talking about, I just feel, sweating. I feel like I just came out of the ring with Evander Holyfield, like a 12-round match. Come on, Sergio. Really?
That's the
analogy?
Yeah, those dumb analogies where people try to make too much of their sport than what it is, man. I mean,
if he'd have came out and been like, look, the course played tough today.
It was firm and
I'm
hard.
mentally exhausted.
I get that.
Like, okay, cool. We wouldn't even be mentioning it, but damn, dog, Evander Holyfield.
If he would have said this about the course,
deep and long and wide and how big. Yeah,
I would have understood.
Yeah, yes. Yes, going home and taking a Blue Chew and
go get a massage.
Deep and long and wide and how big.
Jesus, Hacker, I love Hacker.
Oh, he's fantastic.
Mine is Masters related as well.
Okay.
And it's people assaulting the elderly.
Ooh.
Oh.
So you
assault.
So you hated Dante Fowler.
I just don't like people assaulting old people. I mean, pick on someone your own size, Rory McIlroy, especially when it's your own father. So what are the chances if you're in a major tournament, and I understand that there's not a full crowd of they don't call them fans, patrons in Augusta this year. I understand that it's like a quarter of the crowd as usual. Still, what are the odds that a guy whose shot goes awry hits his own father in the leg? That's what happened. Rory McIlroy hit a shot that went way right and hit his dad in the leg, and it's on video, and it's hilarious.
Well, I mean,
and you can hear him. He's like, "That's my dad,"
and it hit him on the fly.
Yeah, in the leg.
Where hit him in the leg?
Gary.
Okay.
Yeah, but here's what makes this even crazier. Like, you can watch a golf tournament and you can see a ball hit into a crowd and it hits no one most of the time.
Mm-hmm.
It's like the whole
like their feet.
Trees are 90% air theory. Like it rarely do people get hit. And then not only do you hit somebody, you hit your dad in the calf.
And he was limping.
I'm not gonna lie to you. If I had an opportunity and I didn't think the old man still had it in him, I still remember when my dad punched me in my chest when I was 10.
You
I
think
hit
this
him with
was
a golf ball
payback?
too.
Oh, you think this was payback?
It might have been like, I mean, I'm not saying
This is why I don't think it was, because he shot like a 5 over today. So if he was really feeling it,
This
he
is why I
couldn't
don't
have
think
hit
it
him.
was. Nobody's that good.
Yeah, nobody's that good. I'm just joking.
You see that guy walking? I'm gonna hit
Why
him.
do you have to be so literal, Denny?
Why do you have to be like Sergio talking about he's fighting Evander Holyfield?
It's a tough day out there
with clubs.
Guys,
Yeah, if anyone can complain about how tough of a day it was, it's Gary McIlroy.
Yeah, he got hit. He was hanging out.
His dad's name's Gary.
Eating pimento cheese sandwiches
and egg salad. It's Gerry. So I think that's Gary.
Permission to use a cultural
Or
reference.
Jerry.
Pimento cheese and egg salad sandwiches sound like I wouldn't have a good time.
They're really good.
Have you never had egg salad?
Yeah,
I've had it, but that just sounds very like I want. It sounds very white.
I
I'm not
thought
gonna
the
lie to
same
you.
thing until I went.
It's really good.
It's really good,
Dude, egg salad is like just delicious. It's the greatest thing on earth.
Really?
Yeah.
945
with like hot sauce, bro.
I'm feeling
a little hot
yeah,
sauce.
I'm
Maybe
feeling a little
maybe a
Arby's here
sandwich with
this
like.
egg salad.
No, you're so wrong.
I've never heard anybody say, got a hankering for an egg salad
What,
sandwich.
bro?
When's the
You're
last
so
time you
wrong
ate one
about
here?
this.
I will
Dude,
say
they sell them at Publix. They sell egg salad at Publix.
I will say
you
that
can
the only
make your
time
own
I've
egg
ever
salad.
bought one is at the Masters. I will say that.
Oh, I love egg
I'm a big
salad.
chicken salad.
Now, I mean, I'm willing to learn. I didn't know.
Do yourself a favor.
I'll try one.
When you go to Publix, buy like the macaroni salad area. They have like egg
I've
salad.
seen it.
Get it.
Okay.
Put it on bread. Put a little hot sauce on it.
Hot sauce? Okay.
Boom.
I like hot sauce.
Maybe
I had
even
to be
add a
schooled to
slice or
charcuterie.
two of ham with that.
I had to be schooled to charcuterie, and I didn't know exactly.
Well, this
how
isn't
delicious
classy
it
like
was.
that. This is
not classy.
This is very low rent, but it's
I'm
good.
cool with. I mean, if it's delicious, I will
Dude,
try it.
I would never.
I'm gonna eat one tomorrow, and I'll report back on Monday.
Good. I would
about
never
how
lie.
This isn't
about-
charcuterie and gelato.
This isn't charcuterie. So I mean, I want to know if this was like if white people have been hiding egg salad sandwiches from me for most of my life.
That's how I felt
In fact,
about.
it is perfectly acceptable to eat an egg salad sandwich while you're smoking a cigarette.
Oh,
Well, I'm not
especially
smoking
out there.
cigarettes, but you can smoke cigarettes out there, but not cigars.
No, I don't think you can smoke anything out there.
I bet you
don't know.
can. I every single golf
the
course.
Masters?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Every golf course I've ever been to, you can smoke out there in the open.
All right.
It is outside.
945. We understand what Sir 945 said. He's mentally drained. That's what he's saying. The greens
Oh
are insanely
my
fast. He says, I'm not a Sergio fan, and I think that was an embellishment, but he's definitely talking about being mentally exhausted because you have to think so much out there.
No,
I
he
know.
does.
'Cause that's what I've always thought when I'm watching pugilistic arts.
We didn't literally think that he was getting punched in the face.
That would be awesome.
Nah, did you have
By the
you
way.
don't remember that Mike Tyson bout where he said, "Man, I feel like Tiger Woods right now."
I feel like I just walked 18.
Ah, man, I'm so tired. I'm exhausted. I'm fatigued.
Dude, that would be amazing, though, if you miss this 6-foot putt, if Andrew Holyfield's going to punch you in the face.
I bet you the game would be a lot better, more exciting.
That's a great idea.
All right. My
That-
8 o'clock.
that's
Dude,
a
how much time do
TV
we have?
special.
Are we straight with breaks or like? Or
Yeah, we could go a good 5 minutes.
All right, cool. You remember when about 5 years ago, right? Was when we used to have a lot of them, but I actually went to town on this day. Showed me. It's a little sad, but I'm happy because I'm going back home.
5 years ago was 2016.
My godfather Juve, he passed. He actually died on April Fool's Day, and he had his funeral. Remember? I called in, and the person cut me off while we were trying to do our funeral procession, and I got a little upset. Live on radio, I was like, I had to tell everybody I'll call you back before I say some words. They get me dropped. My grandmother, my grandmother is in the hospital.
Mm-hmm.
She's old. It happens. She's very weak, and I don't like that part already. What I don't like is when people mess with my mama and my grandmama.
Okay.
And one, I'm
I
mad
hope
at my
nobody
mom.
likes that.
I'm mad at my well,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, everybody hates that, but like I get really like, and I know I'm going home tomorrow. She's at I don't know why my mom sent her to this hospital. Like we have insurance. We need to go to the bougie hospitals.
So she's at the discount hospital?
She's at the discount hospital.
Big lots.
Big lots, if you will. There's only two. If you're in Tallahassee, there's only two, so you know which one I'm talking about. Don't ever send me to that one. Send me to the other one. And they're trying to get her up out of there. One came well. So she tells me who's the person. I said, Mom, I need a name. I need a name. And I need a last name. I need a first name and I need a last name. Because I'm about to start using resources to figure out who this
the nurse or doctor or
of the
whoever it
PA,
is?
of the
Okay.
physician, because why are you trying to do this? So they're doing all that, and this isn't really a hate o'clock. It's more of a that's a hate o'clock. If I go there, we're gonna have a conversation. But it's not really a hate o'clock. This part with my grandmother is my grandmother in her weakness is reverting back to the woman that I grew up and loved.
Okay.
The crazy one. This woman says, in this situation, she's like, she found God when she got older.
Mm-hmm.
And, when you get closer up in that age, you start saying, hey, I might have to meet this person. Let me start changing my attitude. She tells my mom, hey, pray for me.
Okay.
But mom prays. Does exactly
Like
what her
on the
mother-
spot.
You're right on the spot. Does Mom, this is what you want. This will make you feel better. I'm going to do it. Mom gets a minute into it.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Carl.
That's enough.
That's enough. She's like, what am I doing? She's like, you're taking too long. You're praying too long.
So tell her to quit praying.
You quit praying. You're praying too long.
Just say amen already.
Just put me under. If this is what's going to be, just go ahead and take me out. So that's my 8 o'clock is one. I think his name is Rich. If you know the physician's assistant at CMH named Rich, I need his last name.
Sheesh.
And then two, my grandmother reverting back to this because I've told people how my grandma this could be the hell. How my grandmother raised me. When JJ's around the same, so they probably were still doing this. Dare and all these other things scared us.
I'll sing you the Dare song right now.
About cigarettes, drugs, and alcohol. And I went to my grandmother and I said, Grandma, I don't think you guys should drink as much. You know, they're telling us in school that it's not healthy. And she told me, F school and what they taught you. My daddy drank every day at 1 o'clock, drank scotch. I'm going to drink every day at 1 o'clock. My grandmother cursed. When she first got a chance to talk to TJ, we were dating.
James' wife.
And the things that she said to her, not even knowing who she was, probably should not. That's probably not the first conversation that you want to have with somebody. But then when she met her, she was just a sweet old lady. She was like, you made me scared of her. I'm like, that's not the woman that raised me. The woman that raised me cursed. She drinks. Found out that she used to chain smoke too. And she lived a great life. But like now.
JJ went cold turkey off of it?
I don't know how the cigarettes thing stopped. Because I didn't see her smoke cigarettes. Her brothers all did it. And they lived to be very, very old. And now the drinking part, that was when she used to come in town as a high schooler and my mom doesn't drink, my mom knew she had to go to ABC. And I knew that she wasn't going to finish all of it. So I knew in the bottom of the sink, I was going to have some good stuff. And if I rationed it out, she would never know.
Perhaps you could even make it to her next visit.
Yeah, like she was going to get brand new stuff on the next visit. So I'm sitting here sipping and drinking as a kid, living my best life. But then all of a sudden she comes back like when I'm in college, she's like, yeah, I don't drink as much. I don't want to do this. Like completely flipped.
She matured.
At 65?
I mean, sometimes it takes a little longer. You know what I'm taking out of that story is that James is in La La Land right now because he just said, JJ, you're around my age. No, he's not.
JJ's 30 something, right?
31, just
I'm
turned
30.
30.
So what I'm saying is but
we're in our 30s.
You had Dare, and Dare was scaring us, and that's when you didn't get the Nancy Reagan or all that stuff, like, or the this is your brain.
How old do you think I am?
This is your brain on drugs. You were already lost. You weren't in 4th grade when those things were coming out.
See, this was a trickeration. He was trying to trick himself into being younger as well as the listeners into thinking he's younger. Hack tried one of these the other day.
No, I'm 36. I'm 36.
Hack said all 3 Florida teams have new quarterbacks starting next year. And all 3, right out of the gate, have tough opponents. He said week 1, Florida State against Notre Dame. Week 1, Miami against Alabama. Week 3, Florida against Alabama. And everybody's like, wait. Hold on. That's not what
Florida State doesn't have a new quarterback.
Yeah, it's going to be Jordan Travis. Why is he still doing this? Like, why are people still like?
Is Jordan Travis going to be the starter?
Mackenzie Milton is still barely walking.
Dang, you guys are going to have another crappy
we just talked about on this, like,
I was listening to what Coach Norvell said. He left it open.
That's going to be another guy that we can't slander next year, by the way.
Coach Norvell or
no,
Jordan Travis?
Jordan Travis.
Oh, no. Jordan Travis. I like Jordan Travis. He's okay.
Yeah, me too.
Jordan Travis.
I want him to be the quarterback.
The only 3 victories we had were attributed to Jordan Travis. When he wasn't in, they put Chubba Purdy in there who can't throw.
For the record.
Who was the other white guy?
Rodemaker suing Valdosta.
He was the best.
For the record, when Ronald Reagan was president, was between when he got in, I was 5.
Yeah.
Okay? When he went out, I was
Senior.
like 13. So you weren't even born yet.
You're thinking of Bush Senior, James.
I had Reagan was president when I was coming inside.
You're talking about 4th grade. I was the one in 4th grade.
I got was it Nancy Reagan was the one doing all the crack stuff, right?
Yes, that was way before.
That was like 88, 89, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm saying that's when. Okay, yeah, you're right.
Like
the first president I
you were
really
a kid,
remember.
but you were like real young.
The first president I really remember.
James was having conversations
Bill.
about drugs when he was 2.
Was Bill or Bush one?
Was Bill?
Yeah.
Bush one kind of. I just I
He
don't
was
know.
only there for a few years.
Just want to let
4
everybody
be
know I'm not
exact.
that
You're not
old.
that old.
I remember FDR
I mean,
and the New Deal.
Like then he was on the when Lincoln did the
Boy,
emancipation.
Watergate was rough, man.
When Lincoln did the emancipation, then he was there.
All right, we got to take a break. We'll come back. We'll get to marriage advice for Trevor and Gibby. We'll do that.
Local and live.
Live?
Live?
Live.
Live. Because local and live is better.
Oh, right.
1010XL.
Hey Jacksonville, Safety Tom here with Remedy Staff. Concerned about keeping your family safe during these difficult times? We are as well. Wash your hands frequently. Self-monitor. If you have symptoms, self-isolate to keep friends, family, and coworkers safe. Need a doctor? Don't just show up. Give them a heads up. Call the COVID hotline for guidance at 1-866-779-6121. These are just a few quick safety tips from Remedy Staffing, keeping you, your family, friends, coworkers, and our healthcare workers safe in Jacksonville.
You can have your prescriptions brought to your door with free 1 to 2 day delivery from your local CVS, or get same-day delivery, or just swing by and pick them up on the way home from the doctor, because that ear infection can't wait. While you're here, get your questions answered and put your mind at ease, because there are still some things you just can't get in a cardboard box. That's healthier made easier from CVS. Not all prescriptions eligible for delivery. Restrictions apply. Visit cvs.com/delivery for details.
Craving a cold one? Well, zip into one of the great gate locations you see all over town and pick up a cold Bud Light, or a Natty, or an Ultra, maybe a 12-pack of the King of Beers, or some cold Coronas. It's all happening at your local gate convenience store. Slide on in today.
Hey, this is David here, Inspector for Royal Pest Services, a locally owned and operated company that you have trusted for over 26 years for all your pest control needs. We are excited now to be a certified installer of TAP installation, which stands for Thermal, Acoustic, and Pest Control. TAP not only guards against mold and mildew, but it cuts your electric bill by an average of 30% while offering a permanent layer of pest protection. Online at royalpestservices.com.
Jaguars fans, are you excited about draft day? Get in on the action. Enter the TIAA Bank Meet the Pick sweepstakes today for your chance to win a special meet and greet experience with the Jaguars draft pick. Learn more at TIAABank.com/meetthepick. No purchase required to enter or win and will not increase your chances of winning. Open to legal residents of 50 United States and DC 18 years and older. Entry period from March 29, 2021 through April 29, 2021. To enter and for official rules, prize description, odds of winning, and other details, visit TIAABank.com/meetthepick. Sponsor and administrator, TIAA Bank, a division of TIAA FSB.
We inherited our freedom. Now it's up to all of us to fight for it. Business owners, have you ever really looked at your waste bill? Tired of your rates going up and hidden fees? Now you can fight for your freedom with the fixed price guarantee at Freedom Waste Management. That's right, one locked-in low price for the life of your contract. Call Freedom Waste Management now and lock in your fixed price guarantee. Premium service and no hidden fees. That's Freedom Waste Management. Remember, we also offer free snow removal. Have you always been interested in a career where you get to build projects from the ground up? Well, a career in sheet metal is for you. The Sheet Metal Workers Local 435 Joint Apprenticeship Training Committee is taking applications for their apprenticeship program. They have the best wages and benefits in the industry. The 4-year program includes free training, full family insurance, and pension plans. For more information, visit North Florida Sheet Metal JATC.org. Apprenticeship, the other 4-year degree.
I'm Hayes Carline. Get news, rumors, and my thoughts on your favorite team as they get ready for the regular season. Find my blog at 1010XL.com.
Hayes' blog is brought to you by Roland Reach Plumbing, where quality and experience count.
When I say famous, what comes to mind? Celebrities? Athletes? What about vehicle maintenance? Oh, okay, auto repair. Exactly. When I say fast and affordable care for your ride, why not get famous? And think about Famous Quick Lube. With 12 locations open 7 days a week, super fast service, and still famous. So get famous with fast, reliable oil change service starting at just $20. Now that's how you get famous. At Famous Quick Lube, servicing every customer like they're famous.
Are you looking for protection from the sun so you can enjoy your patio? Sinesta. Is the rain ruining your backyard party? Sinesta. Tired of your screen enclosure blocking your view? Sinesta. Are bugs bothering you and your guests? Sunesta. Visit Sunesta.com today. That's SUNESTA.com to learn about our custom retractable awnings and screens so you can finally enjoy the outside of your home.
Mark Watson with Hardball Creative. Remember trade shows, sales calls? They're coming back. Check out the newest promotional items online at hardballcreative.com.
Hardball Creative. Hardball does it all. This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
It is the Sports Den brought to you by thehumidor.com. Go to thehumidor.com for any cigar need that you have. Especially like if you need them right away, go to ABC. But if you've got time, plan this out. Go and order a bunch of them from thehumidor.com. Type in Sports Den, all lowercase, all one word, and you will get 20% off. And apparently, if you buy a certain amount, you get free shipping too.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to call it $100, but we don't know that for sure. Try it. See. Let us know if it works. We talked about Trevor Lawrence getting married, tying the knot this weekend. 1010's own. Who got engaged? Oh, Andrew Gibson.
Oh
yeah. I had a brain. I don't know. I don't keep up with people who get engaged. Congrats to Andrew Gibson, though. He got engaged last night.
Yes.
At Ruth Chris.
He actually did it at home, and then they went to Ruth Chris.
Ah,
yes.
I mean, whatever.
He
You
said
like that.
He
You
got
like that
a lot.
You like that.
Yeah.
Is that how you did it?
Denny doesn't like public proclamations of affection.
Yeah.
Because then it's like showing off. But if you put it on the internet,
well, she already
isn't
said
that
yes.
the same thing?
She already said yes.
You're saying that puts her in a bad situation,
Yes.
a tough spot, because she doesn't want to embarrass you and say like, "No, man."
Right. Especially like at sporting events.
Okay, how does this work? Okay, let's say, and I'm not talking about Gibby. I'm just saying in general.
Yeah, we're off Gibby now. So,
yeah, let's say she says no, and it's just you and her at the house. Like, do you guys have to break up? Or it's like, one of you wants to get married, the other one doesn't. So, what are we doing here?
I think that depends on how long you've been dating. Like, you've been dating 4
Let's
years
say,
and she says no.
I was going to say 2 years.
Yeah, that's kind of a gray area right there.
Like, if I am with somebody that long and she says no, I got to be out then.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, if you're trying to move in a certain, you got to see what direction
decisions.
you're trying to move into.
And what's her reason? Like, is it, hey, I want to finish school, or I'm like,
she's not ready.
Yeah, I mean,
finish school. I don't really. If you're ready, and man or woman, if you're ready and they're not, then you just got to weigh the options. But
she doesn't like your TV shows. Is that how does that work?
Don't people have more than one TV?
Okay, but at first in the relationship, you guys watch everything together, and you don't do the separate room, separate TV thing until like years.
I can only speak for myself. Like, we do more together now than we did early. We didn't do that much together early.
So how long into your marriage?
Are y'all the same way, or is it the opposite?
I don't watch TV like that.
Yeah,
I watch sports most of the time, and to be honest with you, I got on to a lot of great TV shows.
Through your wife.
Yeah, like she's not girly like that.
Yeah.
Like there are some things, like there's some things I just refuse to watch. Like there's some show called Charmed. I can't get into that. There was some other shows.
Dude, is that still on?
No, but like what will happen is like the USA would show all these
TNT
things.
shows Charmed
like
every morning.
There was a show like called Monk.
Oh my god, I hated Monk.
And I was
Tony
going to
Shalhoub.
sleep and she watches TV when she goes to bed, and Monk will be on, and like I don't go right to bed, so I'm watching it. And I'm like, oh, he's weird. And then you watch it, you watch it enough, and you're like, oh, now you're kind of hooked. But
you got hooked on Monk.
Yeah, I mean,
I love that.
It's like this. I'm not going.
Out of all the shows,
I wouldn't go in like, okay, now I got to go binge watch. Let me go cut on Monk. But like Lucifer, I wouldn't have ever watched the show Lucifer if it wasn't Right. Lucifer's amazing. It's a dope show.
So how many years into y'all's relationship did you have children? Or did you already have children before that you got married?
No, we were married 4 years.
Whoa.
Before we had kids. Yeah. So we got married really young. Like really young. I
4
was 21
years.
and she was about to turn 20. Yeah, and then I guess so man, almost 5 years actually.
So like you shouldn't even be giving advice.
Why?
Because he's coming into this so different than you.
Trevor?
Oh, Trevor, you're right. I was thinking of Gibby. Yeah, Trevor is the perfect guy. You guys were the same age.
I think Trevor is doing and I don't have much room to talk, but Trevor is effectively the guy who goes to the club at 10 and then leaves at noon. Leaves at midnight.
I was about to say at noon. He's
at midnight.
He's getting it.
Yeah. If he left at noon, he wouldn't be married.
And a coke problem.
I think I'm hoping the best for him, right? I hope he has one of them 80-year marriages or whatever it is. They grow old together.
Absolutely.
But man, when you think about all the star quarterbacks that are out there, even the guy that every woman loves right now, well, black woman loves, Russell Wilson.
Okay. I thought you were gonna say Tom Brady.
Tom Brady too, but not.
I thought you were gonna say Deshaun Jackson.
The first one didn't work.
Well,
Deshaun
didn't work for him.
His engagement didn't work. It isn't working right now. If she marries him, you know what? It will work because she knows what she's signing up for at this point. She can't say he surprised her by being touched by strangers.
Now, it's like Tiger's ex-wife.
Trevor doesn't even know right now what he's really into.
But okay,
yes,
let me play
true.
devil's advocate though.
You're in your at that age sexually, you're just happy to be there, guy.
Let me play devil's advocate with both of y'all.
You don't even really know what you like.
Because I understand what y'all are saying. And here's the thing about getting married young. The thing about getting married young, the dope part is like you grow up together.
Okay.
The thing that sucks is you grow up together. Mm-hmm. You make all the mistakes. You like it's the blessing and the curse. For me, like it wasn't a big deal because I don't really like people. Like I can't imagine being single. Like that would suck.
The other part is I was on the downward turn of being
you went
somebody.
Through your whole phase.
Well, yeah, I had that. Listen, my college was great. I don't think me and Trevor's college experience was the same.
You don't know that.
Well, you're fat. I don't know. You're right. But if I'm to believe all the religious parts and all these other things, I think Trevor's a solid young man. Like, great. But like,
can you please stop playing wedding music? It's creepy, man.
But like I said, I was on my like I wasn't playing. I wasn't that guy when I met my wife. Like Trevor's that guy, and it's only ascending.
It could be really good for him.
It could be, but like he doesn't it's not him.
I bet he's not doing a prenup either.
Oh God, please do the prenup. 9 times out. Here's the reality.
Listen,
right here.
Trevor.
Here's the thing.
There's our advice.
Here's the thing.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. Your segment over.
Trevor is not Trevor. Once you get that fame, whether it's local fame or big fame.
Yeah, his fame's about to be way big.
It's about how she responds to it. And no matter how many times at that age, right? She's young. No matter how many times, babe, you're good. We're good. Baby, you're doing this at home. I love it. We're good. We're good. It's going to be at TPC. Trevor's going to come from out of the media lounge. And all of a sudden, Trevor and Patrick Mahomes are with each other. Mm-hmm. And 30 sundresses are following them.
See, I feel like you're going more the Aisha Curry route. You're saying that she's going to want that same attention.
Right. Or and I don't know. She might not. But like eventually you say, oh, what about me? Why is everybody like, and you're not realizing that he's only getting this attention because he's an elite quarterback. And if she can hold off for 10 years, he'll still be popular if he wins and does all the things that he's supposed to do. But it won't be anywhere near as big as it is right now. And I think one of the cool thing when you do come up with somebody and they've known you forever, sometimes that does keep you humble. And they always remember that. But a lot of times when you start looking at the IGs and who's liking the pics and who's doing this, because something actually it was when we first started and we went to a Jags practice, when they did their preseason. Mm-hmm. You know who the professional women are in that area, and who may be the wives and who's trying to get chose and who's already been chosen, because you're seeing the 6-inch stilettos in the tight jeans and the really, really tight black top or whatever, and it's 100 degrees outside. And now that's the person that's coming up asking for an autograph, pushing them things up in front of you and them things thanging. And Trevor's going to be in a locker room with a bunch of other people, so they're going to influence that language. He may start talking different.
So is your advice to him right now to not get married?
No, he's already there. He's already at the point. He's putting that. My advice to him, I'll tell you, my advice to her, well, to both of them.
Okay.
Is to get older, to really get some people who've been through some stuff in marriage.
Yes.
And don't surround yourself with a bunch of other 22-year-old women, because they're going to give you the wrong advice.
You need to hang out with like Josh Lambo and his wife, like some 30-something-year-old.
No, not even him. Like, what is O'Shaughnessy married?
I was just thinking
engaged, but O'Shaughnessy would be a good one.
O'Shaughnessy's like, the older crowd guys have already done all their stuff. So when you're going with them, you're going to a cigar lounge. You're going to a house party, like where a bunch of other guys are.
But that's true for every marriage. Like if you're married and all your friends are still ripping and running and single, you're not going to be happily married.
That's good advice.
And I think because of what he's had to go through, being an elite athlete and being at Clemson, and everybody's, especially now through the draft process, they're trying to tear you down. So your confidence out, you got to be pretty secure to be there.
Mm-hmm.
He's got to work on her security and making sure that she's good.
That's solid advice.
And making sure that she has a good structure around her, because I'm be honest with you, man. What happens is you go off to work or you've gone off somewhere, and that argument is coming.
Mm-hmm.
Who is? Mm-hmm. And you just, man, you just got, because it's the Jags in the first couple of years, you just got your ass whooped. Mm-hmm. And now the last thing you want to do is come home. The last thing you want to do is come home, and now you're answering questions about something that you don't even know what you're answering questions about.
If I'm to your point, if I'm a professional athlete, I'm dead serious about this. Well, my wife has it anyway, but if I'm a professional athlete, especially, every social media account she's got access to, like every single one of them, just to get around stuff like that.
Well, if you're a professional athlete, here's the deal: have somebody run all of your social
Well, that's true too. Yeah,
that's what I would do nowadays. But not because the other side of it is too, and then there has to be some boundaries, and I don't mean like hardcore. Like, right. For example, like my thing is, and this comes from my mama. I don't touch my mama's phone. My mama don't let me touch her phone.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mama's thing. I know. I don't.
Well, everybody's boundaries can be different.
But I'm saying,
I don't care.
It's like that's like just like it used to be diaries for people.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
yeah, I got you.
Like, don't touch my diary. That's my thoughts. Well, what are you hiding? It's my thoughts. I was crazy that day. I don't need you. I was trying to process something.
Yes, I wanted to cut your head off on
Right.
Tuesday.
You're around each other. So, like, I think I really think that's the only advice. Like,
what's your advice on people who are engaged but not living together? Like, should they move
you don't know
in
somebody.
I'm perfectly fine with that. We're going to be completely different.
That's
on that.
old school.
Y'all
I know, and that's what I'm saying. We're going to be different than that. I am perfectly.
You don't know somebody until you live with them.
That's what I would think.
And I'm not saying you got to live with
I
them
don't
for
know
5 years.
I would be ready to marry someone.
The one thing I've hated is roommates, because that's what you basically are. You're getting a roommate.
Mm-hmm.
But like, you don't like. They may school. I'm sure Trevor. They've probably had sleepovers or some other.
Well, I was going to
stuff.
say, I think like you
like they may squeeze the
together
toothpaste
any time. Like
they
you don't have to live together to know.
They squeeze the toothpaste from the middle, and you're a guy who pushes it from the
Put
bottom.
Put the toilet paper
up.
the wrong side.
Yeah, like know, they like one thing. Like I didn't snore in the beginning. I didn't snore until I got married. Like that's more stress came on. I was a super light sleeper. Like it was annoying. It was annoying. But like if they snore and you don't snore, you're sitting there like you're racing to go to sleep. And just again sleeping with the TV on. I need pitch black when I go to sleep.
Okay, so let me ask JJ something then, since he's not married.
Yep.
Do you intend on getting married?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Married, kids, the whole nine.
Okay. I just didn't know, I've never asked that.
Nah, we'll say this.
One of these, I'm going to be single my whole life.
No way.
There's some advice that a guy gave me. And he said, create experiences early, because there's going to be things that happen that you're going to have to go back and rely on those experiences. I think the mistake I made is that I didn't create enough experiences early on. Because once you get those, because I've had it on both sides. But once you get kids and that kid is under your roof all the time, like everything changes.
The dopest part, real talk, the dopest part about being married is like going through all the crap together, like good or bad experiences. Like now it's not why you're going through it.
Yeah, yeah.
But at the end of it, like that's the best part of it.
A lot of stuff I say, like,
Cody,
man, I can't believe I did that. That was really stupid.
Right. Would you ever marry a woman who can't cook? Because I wouldn't.
I did.
Oh, gotcha.
She does. She can. She doesn't like to. It's not
I'm
something
gonna
she
need
enjoys
you
doing.
to.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
would you be willing to change for me?
My stuff was, boy, my list of demands was
That's
foolish.
really one of my only main ones. I mean, I do have demands, but that is
That's it.
It's a must.
It changes though once you get through. Because my thing was, even if you don't cook, put it on a plate. That's all I care about.
That's so.
No, I'm saying like it
easy.
could be McDonald's. Put it on a plate.
Put it on a plate.
But knowing that I came from women that knew how to cook, because
me too.
Thanksgiving
Thanksgiving
is the Super Bowl in my family.
Same.
You don't come in there if you don't know how to cook, and my mom doesn't stop cooking when I left the house, but my mama can cook. Everybody around, my grandmother, when she was more able-bodied, cooked for me. Everybody could cook. And Southern food. And Southern food is in particular, one staple I really love is fried chicken. And my wife's Spanish.
Well made
chicken. She talked to her aunt. Now she's got an aunt who's I can't understand half the word. Both her aunts, I can't understand anything they're saying to me most of the time. And when I talk normal, they don't understand me. I have to talk like this. I have to talk very fast. And for some reason, they understand when I talk like that. They can cook Southern food and Spanish food.
Dope.
Really dope. Love them ladies. They cook. It is amazing. So they taught her how to make mac and cheese. Boom. Mac and cheese was great. Collard greens. Boom. Was great. I forgot. I think she might have made cornbread. Fried chicken looked amazing. She learned a valuable lesson. Shallow pot, big pot. Shallow pot, you can't cook. You can't turn it up on high with the grease. Big pot, you can because you got more grease in there. She cooked the fried chicken in a shallow pot on high grease. So the outside looked very decadent.
You sound like a lot of work.
But I'm saying, I didn't tell her to do this. She just knew I liked it. She was trying. It was trying to win. I was surprised at that point. Now, who cares?
Just go to Popeyes.
I bit into the chicken. And I said, are you trying to kill me? And he was like, what do you mean? I said, like, it ain't supposed to look like that. Like, we don't eat rare chicken in the South. Our chicken is well made and then cooked thoroughly.
Why is there blood coming?
But like but that made me realize that at least she's willing. We can grow here together.
Yeah, that's important.
We can do some stuff. But
real quick, and then we got to take a break. Cody asked, "How long have we both been married?" Good
question.
We got married in '98. So what is this? 23 years?
Jeez.
2009.
Yeah. So how many is that?
Whatever.
That's 11 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. So 11 and 23. Yep.
Hope you were listening, Trev.
Yeah, exactly. And
Good
Dom
luck.
did say that you answered that question like your girlfriend's listening when I asked you if you plan on getting married.
I didn't say I was planning on getting married to her in particular. I'm just saying in general. Obviously, she would be the one right now.
Right.
Right. That's the mindset.
But like, who knows in 6 months?
You right now on my draft board, you're getting
She's number one.
You're number one.
Definitely.
But we don't know.
Well,
there may be
haven't seen all the pro days yet.
Yeah,
and she might hate
somebody
me in
else.
6
My
months.
ex is doing another pro day.
I don't even know why she's still with me. So, who knows?
All right, we got to take a break. We'll be right back.
My son Aiden has asthma. Secondhand smoke has triggered his asthma so badly, he ended up in the emergency room and spent multiple nights in intensive care. Now he's on a whole bunch of medications. My tip to you is don't be shy about telling people not to smoke around your kids.
Call 1-877-YOU-CAN now or visit tobaccofreeflorida.com to quit your way. Developed by CDC.
Hey folks, Hicken here, and if you're like me, you're doing some major spring cleaning. Zero Res has 3 rooms of carpet cleaning for only $129, or have 2 rooms of tile clean for $129. Or why not do both?
The reload has begun. and the time for talk is over.
When you grab a seat in this beautiful stadium, you're going to see a team play really fast. I want a team that plays fearless.
Visit Jaguars.com to renew your season tickets and join head coach Urban Meyer for a new era of Jaguars football. Already a season ticket member? Renew your tickets by April 9th and guarantee your seat selection. We'll see you at the bank.
In 1921, U.S. Marine Corps surgeon Dr. Robert McKeever established the first urologic practice in Florida, the McKeever Clinic. I'm Dr. West. 100 years later, we continue to carry on his life's work in providing complete urologic care in Jacksonville. We have 13 board-certified urologists with many areas of expertise to provide the highest level of care for both men and women. Visit McKeeverClinic.com to learn more about how we can help. McKeever Clinic, innovators in urologic care since 1921.
And now, high-flying Jack O with the first pick of the barbecue draft. Jacksonville selects Woody's Barbecue as their number 1 selection.
At Woody's Barbecue, it's what we do.
Let's eat.
Captain Kevin Favor here, and do you store your boat or boat trailer separately? I want to tell you about Stack 'em Storage. They store your boat trailer in a secure warehouse out of the elements, and here's the cool thing. Stack 'em Storage will pick up your trailer from you, store it in a secure warehouse, do a 5-point safety inspection, and deliver it back to you where and when you need it. Call Captain Pat at 962-9605. Use promo code FAVOR, that's FAVER, and get your first month's rent free. Visit stackmstorage.com.
A tradition unlike any other. Breeze Creek, Butler Cabin, and the Green Jacket. Yes. Coverage of the Masters on 1010XL is presented by Pella Windows and Doors. Visit the showroom on Phillips Highway.
Dreaming of owning an RV? There's a chance to win one every day of Travel Camp's RV Stadium Show and Duval Draft Night from April 28th to May 2nd. It's all about RVs, live music, food trucks, and the Jaguars. Register to win cool prizes. Check out awesome products and demos. Catch an appearance from The Roar on Wednesday the 28th and Jackson DeVille on Saturday the 1st. The Jacksonville RV Stadium Show and Duval Draft Night, April 28th to May 2nd.
Hi, this is Dave Barker. Multi-unit hair grafting is now available at IHRS and can give you 3 times more hair in one procedure over a traditional hair transplant.
Multi-unit hair grafting gave me more hair in one procedure and within my budget.
You can grow your hair back with this exclusive new procedure. Call for a free evaluation. Call IHRS 904-777-IHRS 777-IHRS 777-4477.
This 1010XL 92.5 FM hour is powered by Anajar and Levine Accident Attorneys. Call 904-600-4000. That's 904-600-4000. You're listening to the Sports Den on 1010XL.
Catch up on some of the text line real quick. 480. At least one thing is that T-Law won't be in no adult chicken wing establishments. No, that's not necessarily.
It's not true, man. Once you get some good lemon pepper and wets, man, changes your life.
A lot of people saying that I've been married longer than they've been alive.
True.
Dom said that I've been married. Denny's been married since the internet came in the mail on a disc. Very true. That is very true. Most people don't even know what we're talking about. 434 Super Stoked.
Denny and his wife, the day they got married, they watched Dwight D. Eisenhower's farewell address.
434 Super Stoked. I can listen to the Sports Den after a long day. And here's some real life stuff. 37-year-old single male. It's amazing and sucks depending on the day.
Dang, that doesn't sound promising.
Listen, man, peace is when you ain't had peace in a while and you get it, man. You start thinking.
Let's see. 631, he's with you. He loved Monk. Or I say he. I don't know if it was he. I have no idea.
Tony Shalhoub.
Actually, you know why I love Monk, JJ? The same reason I love Frazier. It's the intro song. It's a jungle out there. Like it's a blue, like very bluesy song. And I'm like, it's kind of cool. He's weird. He's a germaphobe.
I've watched the first 2 seasons of Monk. Like I remember when it came on. It was a long ass time ago.
It was.
480 says
not a new show.
Says JJ or Denny, are y'all going to the Jags draft party at the stadium? bump you, James.
Bump me?
Yeah, what is that?
Dang, man. Well, no, I
Racist.
wasn't going, but you could ask me.
Like, you have to legit. You could have just said, "Are y'all going?" This person said, "JJ or Denny." Like specifically, I don't want to
And
know.
you know the answer is no.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
no.
Denny's probably gonna be working. Denny will be there.
So
I'm gonna put that into the
No.
universe. Denny will be
Steve,
at
if
the
you're
Jack.
listening, make Denny go to that.
They're gonna because it's a quarterback. Denny does the quarterback thing.
No,